Hey guys, welcome back to Jordan vs. Life. Today, we're making a fire steel handle. Now, if you don't know what a fire steel is, I'll tell you later in the video. Also, we're going to go over a few fire making tips and tricks. Alright? Let's get right into it. Alright, these things are called ferro rods. What they do is, when you take a blade to them, and you scrape off the metal coating, and give it a little bit of a makes a nice big spark. Makes it really easy to start a campfire if you need to. But holding on to that a little bit really doesn't give the full potential of this ferro rod. Because my hand has to hold it right here just to get a good grip. And I can't get a full strike. Now if I could have it attached somewhere, maybe say onto a handle, I could get a better length. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. I am going to take this piece of wood and I'm going to drill a hole and put it in here about that deep. And when I get done, I'm going to epoxy it in there. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to take some of this paratender. I think a better name would be fire paracord, you know. Paratender sounds like a rapper or something. And I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to make a nice thick lanyard for the striker. So, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get this thing drilled out. I'm going to be using a 5/8 drill bit because it's the perfect diameter for the ferro rod. Now you may have seen I added a little bit of tape just so I can drill it at the perfect size I want without going over. Let's go ahead and get started on this. And there we go. We have a nice snug fit. Right up in there. Okay, seems I can't get it out. 1 second. Now that I've got the hole drilled and the ferro rod pulled out, I'm going to go ahead and take some of this 2-part clear epoxy that sets in 5 minutes. I'm going to squirt some in here, mix it up a little, and then I'm going to put it in here. Now, you're probably wondering, why don't I just leave it in like that if it was such a hard time to get it out? Well, I just want the extra protection, you know? So let's go ahead and do this now. And now that it's already in there, all the epoxy's been settled in and wiped off, let's go ahead and let it sit for 5 minutes. Alright, and now that this is finally set and dried, I'm going to go ahead and draw a design on the handle. Now, what I'm going for is one that'll fit the palm decently well and will also give me nice grip. So that way whenever I'm striking it, I'll have plenty of grip to hold on to it. Now that I have the handle drawn out, I'm going to be cutting it out real quick and then sanding it up and, you know, just doing small touch-ups. You know, fixing up the handle, making spots smaller, bigger. You know, whatever it does to make the handle feel better in my hand. So, let's go ahead and start with the sanding. You guys ever just set something down and then go do something real quick, then you come back to pick up whatever you were doing, and you can't remember where it is at all, and you end up spending like 20 minutes looking for it, even though you just had it and just put it down? Or is that just me? So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to hit it up with the belt sander, sand all this off. Whenever you go to use the belt sander, make sure you have eye protection and a good face mask. Anything's better than nothing, but just remember to keep this stuff out of your lungs. I know it's just wood, but you need to keep your lungs safe. Oh, knocked you all over. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and drill the lanyard hole. This is how I'm going to be putting the paratender through and making a little bundle slash lanyard to throw the striker on. So, let's go ahead and get right to it. Apparently you have to plug stuff up. Now that I've got it plugged in, let's go ahead and start drilling. Well, it got off put a little bit, but you know, we'll live. Alright guys, now I'm going to go ahead and give it a nice coat of boiled linseed oil. Give it a nice good shine and look good. I often noticed, but I don't know if you've noticed. But I also added a little thumb grip right here. It'll really help for when you're trying to get up close and personal with the sparks and just try to get them off like that, instead of having to hold it like that, or like that. So let's go ahead and give it a nice cut. And now the stain is finally set. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do a snake knot. Alright guys, so to make this knot, what you're going to want to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the rope, turn it over and make sure it goes under, then take your other end of the rope, push it through, and once you've got it pushed through, you take the end of your rope again, Then you're gonna want to come over and then back into the hole under the rope, not in it. Then you're just going to give it a nice tight pull. And there you go. Alright guys, so now I'm going to do my striker I have off an old flint and steel that broke. And I'm going to push it in here. Like this. And then pull it all the way through. Then I'm just going to make another snake knot real quick. But this one I'm not going to tighten all the way up at the other ones. I'm going to leave it loose down here. Straighten this up a little. There we go. And I think I'm going to make one more just to keep it nice and tight. Now that that's done, I'm going to give these a nice tight pull. And then I'm going to snip them off right here. And I'm going to go ahead and melt the paratender to itself. That way it'll have a nice tight bond. And it shouldn't be going anywhere. Be back at you guys. Alright guys, so the fire steel is done now. And I do think it came out really well. Worked so much better than just holding it by the little bit that I was holding it by. Now, let's move on to a little bit of fire making tips. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to start a basic fire with the flint. Basically what you do is you take your dry tinder. This is just some shavings from the workshop. Everything else around here is wet because it's been raining for the past few days. And you put it right in the middle and you just strike repeatedly. And see? No time at all. You have a nice fire. Alright, and this is just the inner strand of the paratender. It's basically a nylon strand coated in this wax substance. And this is it all sprawled out. Let's go ahead and light it up. See? There we go. Boy, is it taking off. And another test I did, it actually burns for quite a while. So that should easily be enough time to get you to start a fire. Even dry out a few twigs. Alright guys, for any good fire, there's a triangle you need. You need heat or an ignition, which would be, for us, the fire striker. Fuel, which will be this cotton, or wood shavings, my bad. And then you need air, which is all around us. And when you have all three of those things, the way you need them, what you get is flame. And when you get that, you have a fire. But if you can have all three of those things, whether it's a friction heat, a lighter, or any type of fuel source either, as long as you have all that you need, and you can easily make a fire in any conditions. But yeah. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Jordan vs. Life on the building side of life. If you like this video, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up. Also, if you want more content like this weekly, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Now, if you have any comments, questions, or ideas, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Again, thanks for tuning in to Jordan vs. Life. Y'all have a good one.